such a pleasure to be back here, to be a part of the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association Awards Night and, of course, the annual dinner.
What Bangladesh and Bengalis do best. Fantastic curry, fantastic company, fantastic community, fantastic night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association Annual Dinner 2022. Please welcome on stage your host for the evening, Barrister Nadia Ali from BBC Asian Network and Shaheen Hassan from the BBC's The Apprentice.
Thank you so much for the wonderful welcome. Firstly, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening to you all here tonight. And honestly, it's such a pleasure to be back here, to be a part of the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association Awards Night and, of course, the annual dinner.
Absolutely, Nadia. What an honour it is to be hosting for the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association. There are many MPs, dignitaries and business tycoons here ready to celebrate with us tonight.
Let me tell you a little bit about BBCA. Now, I've hosted a couple of their shows and their journey, their work is so tremendous, it's unreal. The amount of pillars in our community that have actually been a part of this British Bangladeshi Caterers Association and shown support to every member, to every business, to every curry house. It's unreal. I know we've been through a really difficult time throughout COVID, and I know our business and our curry industry has suffered. However, organizations like this is where we help you, where we help our community, where we build hope and tell you everything's going to be okay. I have a little video for you to show you just about their journey.
BBCA, The Journey. The British Bangladeshi Caterers Association in the United Kingdom officially formed in 2015. After mass interest, meetings and establishing a common goal to wanting to form a new caterers association that will benefit the catering industry from owners to staff. In 2012, potential members voted and a mandate was signed by more than 500 caterers, which led to a conveying committee being formed. Convener A.R. Khan. Joint Convener S.I. Shelim. Secretary Salim Chowdhury. The same year, the first BBCA committee was elected. President Mr. Ifor Ali. Secretary General Mr. Shahnur Khan. Chief Treasurer Mr. Elias Mia Mathin. Organising Secretary Mr. Salim Chowdhury. Membership Secretary Mr. Enamul K. Khan, Salim. BBCA was immediately receiving recognition from the community leaders and organisation and received constant invitations from other community, London Tiger, Canary Wharf Group, parliamentarians and a host of others, putting BBCA on the map. December 2017 welcomed the new committee, President Mr. Shamsul Islam Shelim, Secretary General Mr. Salim Chowdhury, Chief Treasurer Mr. Tafuzul Mia. Newly elected committee continued to strive and take BBCA further, sponsoring prestigious programs like Forgotten Roots and many more. December 2018, they opened their first BBCA office in the heart of the world-famous curry industry near Brick Lane, Greater X Street, London. 2019 brought even greater news. The BBCA was growing. The Garden of England, Kent, formed its first region, followed by London and further 2 other regions in the pipeline. April 2019 saw BBCA hold its second AGM at the Regent's Lake in London with huge attendance, exhibiting the growth of BBCA.
New money.
Love sport.
Big news.
About Bangladesh.
About Bangladesh.
Right, I've just been contacted by the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association,
Fantastic.
who listen to the show and want us to come to their annual dinner on the 1st of July, which involves free curry and beer.
Yes.
Like, I'll be willing to eat a tikka masala in doffing my cap.
The BBCA is constantly growing and has slowly emerged as one of the most active catering associations in the UK. In 2019, the BBCA held their first annual dinner at the prestigious Copthorne Tara Hotel in Kensington, celebrating the achievements of their members and the organisation. The evening was a great success and the morning followed with fantastic mainstream media exposure. The event was attended by senior members of UK Parliament, prominent figures of the Bangladeshi media and community, and of course their members. In 2020, in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, the BBCA saw the arrival of their new board, welcoming Salim Chowdhury as the President, Tafusa Mir as the Secretary-General and Motin Mir as the Chief Treasurer. Together with the NEB and members of the BBCA, they produced a video to make the businesses aware of the Kickstart government initiative scheme. In 2021, they had their first NEB meeting in person since COVID, where BBCA discussed the effects of the second wave of COVID-19 and the Eat Out, Help Out campaign. Their work continued as they were invited to 10 Downing Street to work out a short or long-term solution for their sector. They have proposed a solution by allowing a 2 years fast-track visa from Europe and international, including Southeast Asia, for workers for the catering industry. BBCA have consistently supported community initiatives, including BBCA members from all over England, supporting frontline staff by providing thousands of hot foods per day. They discussed how the hospitality industry needs help and support from local and national government, requesting additional support in this great time of need where inflation is increasing to record levels and the war in Ukraine is adding to what is already becoming a very volatile and hugely expensive supply chain. During COVID, the BBCA, with the support of 100 restaurants, participated at the BAT charity sponsored by BT and Cobra, raising £7,500, which Cobra matched to raise a total of £15,000 to help the South Asian community. As the BBCA continues to grow, they proceed their stance that VAT should not have gone up and remained reduced for a little while longer.
Now, without any further ado, to tell us more about what the future is for BBCA and, of course, the work that they've done. And we can say he is the man holding this organisation together and all the members and all the people that are a part of BBCA. It is, of course, the president of the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association, Councillor Salim Chowdhury.
Thank you, Nadia, for that warm welcome. Now, my lords, members of Parliament, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to our annual dinner. Now, if I could ask you all, please, to stand for a minute to observe a minute silence for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, which will be followed by the new anthem. Now, it's extremely gratifying to see so many of our friends, members who have traveled across UK be to here with us this evening, and it's an absolute pleasure to see you all. Now, I want to start by remembering our founder, late Mr. Yafar Ali, Mr. Kamal Jahangir Mia, Abdul Mumin, and of course, Mr. Enam Ali MB, the founder of the British Curry Awards, who is sadly no longer with us. Our organization continues to champion this special industry of ours, having done so for almost 10 years. This year presents us with another great challenge, the economic conditions we find ourselves in. That is why now, more than ever, it is important we continue to deliver on the BBCA's mission. Our strengthen the community of the British Bangladeshi caterers so we can preserve the cultural impact we have in the UK. As difficult as the economic climate may be for us, we are fortunate to have consolidated our greatest asset through this organization, our community. As leaders, business leaders, this is where we are truly tested to lead our community and help one another so that we can continue to reserve our place as the beloved part of British society. During the pandemic, I saw to it that we all did we can to lobby in representation of our members' interest. We held 2 Zoom meetings with the Right Honourable Rishi Sunak, Chancellor then, and we also held a meeting at number 10 Downing Street. We pushed against commercial evictions of our SMEs for the reduction in commercial VAT and raised money and resources in support of local communities. We have guided our members in managing themselves as well as campaigning for policy decisions in their interest. I look forward to us all playing our role to take part to make sure the BBC leads in navigating our industry through the new challenges we face and come out stronger once again. It's already been mentioned, I'd like to also thank our sponsors, without whom this evening would not have been possible: WPC, Devereux, Cobra, Kingfisher, Kansaras, Case Associates, Square Mile, and Grand Rasoy. Also a big thank you to our regions, Kent, London, and Middlesex. And of course, today's event management team, Suhana and Ahad Bhai. I wish to thank my right hand, Mr. Tofat Julmia, and Mr. Motin Mia, Chief Treasurer. Without them, this would not be possible. And last and not least, our families who make a huge sacrifice for us to be able to do what we do. I hope you'll have an enjoyable evening. Thank you.
Now, if we can welcome onto the stage Barrister Lutfur Rahman, founder and CEO of Work Permit Cloud, to say a few words.
Thank you, Lord MPs, dignitaries, Her Excellency, and ladies and gentlemen. I believe that I need to support the curry industry, the places where I started my career. So that's why I can't forget. Even my finance minister, my wife is sitting here. I can't say no. The people like Tofajul Bhai, people like Selim, by all the curry industry senior people are there because they know, and thus their support made me what I am today. So I believe I'm supporting them and they are supporting me. The thing is that as BBCA is a force for, they go to Downing Street and various places. So I can share my experience, what I get through from British High Commission or from the Home Office, and they can liaise with these sort of things that every day we face. Like skilled worker, when it came into place in October 2020, it was meant to be quicker and fairer. In reality, it is not a quicker. To bring one chef, skilled chef in your place, it takes like 8 to 10 months, even 12 months. So it is not working properly. So it's just meant to be quicker. It's not quicker. So you need to go back to your place. In a restaurant, whenever you see any MP, or if you go back to any minister, if you see, please share these things. It's not working. Thanks again for the BBCA for giving me the opportunity, and obviously you'll support me the way I support you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gents, please put your hands together for none other than Tan Torango. Now, the next person I'd like to call upon stage to say a few words is somebody that's super important to the catering industry. She gets involved with the community. She gets involved with the businesses. She gets involved with the associations. Huge welcome to Her Excellency Saida Mona Tasnim, the High Commissioner of Bangladesh to the UK, to say a few words, please.
Mr. Salim Chaudhry, Councillor, and Mr. Tufazul Bhai, Tufazul Mia, the Secretary General of BBCA. Thank you so much for inviting me. I know that you forgot to mention your patron, but it's only well deserved. I hardly did anything for the BBCA over the past, I think, since COVID. So therefore, I don't rather deserve to be here, but I'm here because they are so kind that they've invited me. What a pride to be present in this room as High Commissioner of Bangladesh to the UK. The forum where the High Commissioner feels the greatest pride to be. Your chest actually expands and your head is held high when you meet these young, enterprising BBCA members who have made a mark, who has branded the British curry industry. The curry industry, which contributes in the hospitality sector about 3 to 4% in British GDP. But during the last year, when there was a post-COVID recovery, they actually contributed 40%, the hospitality sector, 40% to the growth of the United Kingdom. What a great contribution, and we should give them a big hand for that. The curry industry, or the Bangla curry, is the backbone of the British Bangladeshi community in the UK. I appeal to the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association to look at Bangladesh. I know that your problems with chefs and, the wages have been solved to a certain extent, but you still need people from, in your restaurants, in different sectors and support staff. Go to Bangladesh and recruit them. Please establish state-of-the-art institutes in Bangladesh where you get our enterprising 90 million young people. They can speak good English, they're very smart, they're on digital age, they're our digital generation. So please go recruit them, bring them to the United Kingdom under different schemes. My gratitude to BBCA for all the contributions they've made, charities that they send, remittances that they sent last year. This year, you said slightly more remittances to Bangladesh than last year, which is more than $2 billion. And that really supports our economy. So thank you to BBCA and all the British Bangladeshi community. Joy Bangla. And long live the BBCA.
কে একটু কমেডি চাই, কে একটু হাসতে চাই? Who wants a bit of comedy? Smash Bengali!
Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, Miss Nadia Ali. Smash Bengali এখানে আসতে পারেনি। তার চাচা Uncle Saeed এসেছে. Make some noise for Uncle Saeed.
Uncle Saeed from Channel 4.
Channel S.
Oh, Channel
Yes.
S. Okay, Channel S, sorry.
And now I know there is some people here that are Bengali. Bengali people, make some noise.
Woo!
Very lovely. And I also see some white people. Very lovely. Maybe you are wondering, what is this? I can tell you this is original air conditioning system. Just sitting in Bangladesh with the air conditioning free of charge. Everybody having good time? Yes. Acha, Sileti people, make some noise.
Woo!
Oh, yalla, khanun fataili rai uchne. Okay, dekhi don. Ooh, very nice. Acha, what's your body?
আমি ঢাকার।
Dhakaya, hey. Dhakaya, hey. Kemon achen, hey. Do you have some Dhakaya people? Dhakaya people, make some noise. Oh, hey, Dhakaya eshechen. Acha, and everybody in the room make some noise.
Woo!
Yalla, khanun fataili rai uchoni. বড় প্রবলেম আমার তো খানের মাঝে সমস্যা বুঝছো নি না দিয়া
কি হয়েছে চাচা?
তো কতদিন আমি ডাক্তারও গেছিলাম, কইছি যে খানের মাঝে সমস্যা এক থাপ আমার দিছে বুঝছো নি, কিতা হইতাম আরো বহুত সমস্যা আছে আমার। আমি তো আখতা সিগারেট টানি বুঝছো নি। তুমি সিগারেট খাওনি?
না
তুমি নাই সব রেজিকার খাওয়া আছে নি রুমের মাঝে সিগারেট খাওয়ার ওরা কেউ নাই? আচ্ছা সিগারেট খাওয়ারা মেক সাম নয়েজ বেশি সিগারেট খাওয়ারা সিগারেট খাইও না বুঝছো নি। ডাক্তারে আমারে কইছে, দ্য ডক্টর সেড টু মি every time you smoke the cigarette, it takes 10 minutes of your life. আমি কই হ্যাঁ? But when I smoke cigarette, it takes me 15 minutes to smoke it. So I make 5-minute profit, no? I'm not understanding this one.
Nash Bengali, make some noise! I'd like to now call upon stage to say a few words. Our British Bangladeshi Caterers Association's Secretary General, and of course, a very well-known face, also hosted with me a few times on the catering circle, is of course none other than Tafazul Mia. Give him a huge round of applause.
My Lords, Her Excellency, Honourable Members of Parliament, Councillors, dignitaries, the media, members of BBCA, and ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum and good evening! How wonderful to see you here tonight at the BBCA's annual dinner. What can I say? It has been an unprecedented few years, largely due to COVID, multiple lockdowns, and no doubt a rocky ride for businesses across the country. Here at BBCA, we have done our best not to only represent our members' businesses, but closely support them during these tough times. We at BBCA have provided informations, directions to our members and the wider community, largely through our social media platform. And since inception, BBCA has always been there to support our members. And no doubt, BBCA's members have been there for the community too. A few of our highlights include when we took the initiative and led the way to providing food parcels for the NHS, the elderly, the isolated, and the vulnerable. I am proud to say that our members provided over 24,000 food parcels during the pandemic and were supported not only by their community, but their local councillors and members of parliament across the political spectrum. Yeah, I think they deserve a round of applause. A big one! Thank you, thank you. We also held a fortnightly webinar with Lords, honourable MPs and industry specialists. We have also raised thousands of pounds for a number of charities, including NHS and recent flood victims in Bangladesh and Pakistan in partnership with CATERERS and British Asian Trust. We've lobbied the government extensively for changes to benefit to our industry, including rate relief and reduction on VAT, and that will continue. Some of our members have even made it to appear on BBC TV, ITV, Channel S, and Al Jazeera to share their problem and they faced, as well as solution they discover. I'm pleased to say BBCA probably has the fastest growing membership of any catering organization. Naturally, our focus is to maintain this cause and continuously represent the best interests of our members, whilst making a credible case for new members to join this great industry. Every industry is facing a tough time, and I'm sure we know that our beloved curry industry is suffering too. Post-Brexit, there's been a significant shortage of labor. The government provided a decent solution for the movement of skilled labor via sponsorship license and skilled worker visa, which is helping recruit chefs and management staff. However, there remains an underlying issue with the rest of our staff, including kitchen porters, cleaners, commis waiters, and waitresses. I would like to take this opportunity to demand that the government looks into this and finds a solution for these jobs to be filled nationally and from overseas too. This will ease the pressure and help the businesses within our industry. BBCA would be more than happy to play an active role in working with the government to present a case for this solution. I hope you are having a great time and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Such a pleasure to be back here, to be a part of the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association Awards Night and of course the annual dinner.
What Bangladesh and Bengalis do best. Fantastic curry, fantastic company, fantastic community, fantastic night.
We've had lots of people this year pass away from the catering industry who have been pillars of our community. Now, these 4 awards that we're going to be giving out is just to appreciate the legacy that they leave behind for the curry industry, for the businesses. They are the pillars of our community and they are no longer with us. But we will always and forever remember you and keep you in our hearts.
To hand out the award, may I please call onto the stage Lord Wharton of Yarn, Her Excellency Saida Munna Tasneem, High Commissioner of Bangladesh to the UK, Barrister Lutfur Rahman of WPC, and Mr. A.R. Khan.
And the receiver of our first award of tonight, of the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association Lifetime Achievement Award, goes to the late Yafar Ali. His children couldn't come today, unfortunately. So we do, however, have 2 of his childhood friends who are here today to receive this on his behalf. So please give a warm welcome to Mr. Noor Ali and Mr. Qazi Ashaduz Rahman.
To hand out the second award, please welcome onto the stage Riaz Ali, President for the British Bangladesh Caterers Association for Kent Region, Sami Al-Hakim from Cobra Beer and Shalim Chowdhury, Indra Kansaras from Kansaras After Curry Mint.
To receive this award, this person has always been there for everyone, and it was such a shock to know that he was no longer with us. So this second award is the lifetime contribution to the catering industry. The award goes to none other than the late Enam Ali. And to collect the award, Alex Ali, yes, there we are, thank you. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Our third award of the night, I'd like to call on stage, please, Mr. Ramon, founder of Deverett EPOS Systems, NH Noor Ali, founder, member of BBCA, and Syed Fakhrul Alam Babal, Rajan Lal from Kingfisher Beer, to please give out the next award.
The receiver of the British Bangladesh Caterers Association Contribution to the Industry Award is to the late Abdul Mumin. And to receive the award, please may we call on to the stage his eldest son, Dulu Mia Hepu.
Honoured for what the BBCA has done for our father, our late father, honouring us in this way. They made a great contribution to the curry industry, and they were the pioneers in many fields, and they also helped start the BBCA as well. We're very grateful, thank you very much, and may Allah reward everyone involved in this, and may the curry industry grow even richer, even more successful, and long may it continue.
Moving on to our last award, our fourth award, and to hand out this award, if I could please have on stage Mr. Abul Kalam Azad Sultan, founder, director of BBCA, and Mr. Shahnur Khan, founder, director again of BBCA, and Mr. Salim Khan, BBCA membership secretary.
And the receiver of the British Bangladesh Caterers Association Contribution to the Industry Award is the late Kamal Jahangir Mia. Please welcome on stage to receive this award his daughter Tamanna Mia. If we could now have on stage a young representative from the catering industry, Jaria Chowdhury, by who the way is also the daughter of our very own councillor, Shalim Chowdhury, president of the BBCA.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves so far. My name is Jaria, or as many of you in here know me as Zara. We're here tonight to celebrate the success and hard work of many British Bangladeshis in the restaurant industry, one that a lot of our families have built their lives around. More than 80% of Indian restaurants in the UK are owned by Bangladeshis. And the reality was that we had to refer to it as Indian restaurants, as many people didn't know of our culture. However, today we have changed that reality by making a name for ourselves in the industry, and the BBCA is a celebration of that. When thinking of my father's sacrifices, Salim Chaudhry, I know many other fathers in here have similar stories to tell. He didn't have a lot of the opportunities that I have had growing up. He had to start working full-time at a young age to support his family, and he has achieved his success in a way that is maybe different from what he has envisioned, and I'm so very proud of him for that. But now, I hope to fulfill his dreams for him through the opportunities that I have had, like studying at university. As a university student in my final year, my stress tends to be due to things like assignment deadlines, my future, and not being able to drive. Next summer, Baba, don't worry. Whereas for my mother, at my age, she prepared to start a new life halfway across the world. And I know her story is also similar to many other Bengali mothers in here. But 2.5 decades on, she has raised a family and supported my father's journey in building a life together, and they have done so against many barriers. They did this all while passing on Bangladeshi's values, and for their guidance, I am forever grateful. I think I speak for many others of my generation when I say their sacrifices, our parents' sacrifices, are something we feel we can never truly repay them for. But we will try our best to show them that it all was worth it. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much for listening.
Can we please introduce our next guest, Lord Wharton of Yarn. Please come to the stage.
Welcome our next guest to say a few words. Please give him a huge round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, pleasure to be invited to address you this evening, and please don't let me distract you from the wonderful food that you're enjoying. I suspect many of you don't know a lot about me, but I used to be a Member of Parliament, an MP. I'm now in the House of Lords. And I was an MP for 7 years. And the last event I did as an MP before I left the Commons and I've ended up in the Lords was up in the northeast in a place called Tees Valley, where I attended the Tees Valley Bangladeshi Association dinner, an event much like this, and I was honoured to be given an award for, as they said, my services to the Bangladeshi community in Tees Valley, but fundamentally because I fully appreciate and understand the incredible contribution that the Bangladeshi community makes to the UK, but that the restaurant and catering community within the Bangladeshi community makes doubly so. In these very difficult and turbulent political times, the BBCA continues to have a strong voice in the government, and I know that from my time as a member of the Commons, but also now as my time as a member of the Lords. I also now chair one of our national regulators, and I know that as a community, your voice is not just strong, but growing stronger. But I also know that if you want to be heard, you have to keep on shouting. If you want to get your point across, you have to keep making it. But I want to really thank you fundamentally for the contribution you make to our collective society and the work that the BBCA does to ensure that you are all successful in continuing to build and grow your businesses and to tell government, because government doesn't always want to listen, but it does need to be told what you need and what needs to change and what can make things better and easier for your work and our economy. The BBCA is a great representative for you. You have some wonderful people involved in the organisation. It's a pleasure for me to be here. And I want to thank you again for the invitation this evening. I hope everyone enjoys a really wonderful night and some excellent food at this event. Thank you.
So ladies and gents, please put your hands together for Sharmin Dipple. Put your hands together and give a huge round of applause for our entertainer.
যারা যারা খাচ্ছি না, যাদের হাতগুলো খালি, মন ভাষায়া প্রেমের সম্পানে, মন থাকে রে তোমার সন্ধানে, আগুন জ্বালাইয়া মনের লণ্ঠনে, আছো লুকাইয়া তুমি কোনখানে, নয়ন ঘুরাইয়া খুঁজি তোমারে তোমারে, অন্তর বিছাইয়া খুঁজি তোমারে তোমারে। জাগালো আধো আলো ছায়া, আগুন আগুন ভালোবাসা নেভালে যে নেবে না, ও ও মন মানে না, মানে না মন, মানে না, মানে না মন। সবাইদের জন্য একটা জিওর একটা তালি হল সঙ্গে মন মানে না, মানে না মন, মানে না, মানে না মন, মানে না, মানে না মন, মানে না।
I'd like to move on to our media awards. Shahin.
So the first media award, please welcome onto the stage Shalim Chowdhury, Tafazul Mia, Motin Mia and Shamsul Islam Shalim. And to receive the award, please welcome onto the stage Ricky Freelove from Talk TV for supporting the catering industry during the COVID pandemic.
Absolutely fantastic. And look, let me tell you now, the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association, it's a fantastic award to get. I'm very, very proud. And let me tell you, look, it's a real staple in the calendar. It's here every single year. And look, it's an absolute honour to be here and to have won, really something for us.
To give out the next award, if I could please ask Salim Chowdhury, Tafazul Mia, Motin Mia, to please come back on stage. And if I could also welcome on stage Shafiul Alam, the Press and Publications Secretary for the BBCA, to give out this award. Whilst I was studying, there was one channel that gave me an opportunity that let me dream and believe that I could be a presenter. And I truly believe that my being a presenter, I belong to the community, I belong to you guys, and I belong to Channel S forever. So of course, the second award goes to none other than one of my favorite channels, the #1 channel in the UK for British Bangladeshis, Channel S. So please give them a huge round of applause. And to receive the award, please welcome on stage the founder of Channel S TV, Mahi Ferdos Jalil.
British Bangladeshi Caterer Association. আসলে youngster ওগুলো ইনভলভ করা আমরা খুব দরকার নেক্সট জেনারেশন যেটা আমরা আছে তারা ইনভলভ করার দরকার বিট অফ এ চেঞ্জ বাংলাদেশি খানি আছে বাংলাদেশি কেটারার্স ছোট্ট পরিবেশে মেম্বার্স নিয়ে কমিউনিটির কিছু মানুষ নিয়ে আজকের এই সেলিব্রেশন সো দের ইজ এ ডিফারেন্স বিকজ আমরা যখন ওইয়া দেখি যে ইয়াংস্টার ওগুলো এরা ইয়াং রেস্টুরেন্টের ওগুলো এরা দ্যাট মিনস উই আর অ্যাচিভিং সামথিং যে তারা আমরা অ্যাট্রাক্ট করতাম পারলাম যে তারা আইতা এই ইন্ডাস্ট্রি বাসাইয়া রাখতা অ্যান্ড দিস ইজ এ গুড ইন্ডাস্ট্রি এটা আমরা ব্যাকবোন অফ আওয়ার সোসাইটি আমি মনে করি এইসব ইভেন্ট করলে আমরা সোশ্যাল রেসপন্সিবিলিটিটা পূরণ করা হয় বিকজ আমরা নট অনলি ইয়াংস্টার আমরা চ্যারিটিও হলে ইনভাইট করি আই মিন উই ডু মেনি থিংস দ্যাট এবং কালচারাল প্রমোশনস হয় সব কিছু মিলাইয়া উই নিড টু কিপ ডুইং দিস
And now to say a few words, if I could please kindly call on stage the former President, Councillor Shamsul Islam Shalim, to say a few words, please. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, my lords, Your Excellency, Member of Parliament, councillors, members of the media, senior community leaders, ladies and gentlemen, and most of all, my brother and sister in the BBCA. For restaurants, COVID was worst time since the Second World War. Lockdown was terrible. Our industry is under threat. But we have started the fight back. The fight back couldn't have happened without the leadership of the BBCA. I am proud of every member in his team under the leadership of Shalim Chowdhury and Tafazul Mia. Our team have made the case of our industry in every level of the government. With the help of our friends and supporters in the House of Commons, the House of Lords, and the national media. I would like to thank them for that. This event would not have happened without the hard work of our event team, especially Suhana Ahmad and Ahad Ahmad. These are tough times, but Bengalis are tough. Our parents taught us to be tough because they were taught by their parents. And we will work as hard as needed to sustain this industry. The BBCA is here to lead the charge, and we are all part of the effort. And so I want to thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you very much. Enjoy the evening.
Please now welcome the Chief Treasurer. Please give a warm round of applause for Treasurer Motin Mia.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and good evening. First and foremost, wow, thank you for everyone for attending today. And where do I start, really? It was a turbulent 4 or 5 years but the industry and our members showed his resilience and tenacity to actually rise to the challenges and prosper. I mean, with the aid of the government supports in furlough, VAT, PAYE, we showed that we could survive almost anything. But now, all of a sudden, we've had one crisis after another. We couldn't survive, we couldn't get over Brexit, then we had the pandemic, and then after the pandemic, we thought we were going to recover, then had the Ukraine war. Now, the cost of living. So what we're going to ask is, we need to show the same sort of strength that we've shown in the last 4 or 5 years. And what we need from our government is for them to show boldness in trying to save our high streets, where they had rates before, but they need to put some policies in place where shops aren't closing and high streets aren't becoming a ghost town. So that's something that the government can do to help us. Secondly, the utilities. Now that was a costing that wasn't part of 1/3 of our fixed costs, but now is superseding our rent. So we need the government to do something where there's a long-term plan for the utilities rather than a 3-month or a 6-month plan. Because we as business people cannot plan for just the short term. We need a medium and a long-term plan for sustainability. And thirdly, I know we've been banging on about this ever since ever, but you can really help us by doing something, by reducing the VAT just a little bit more for a little bit longer. So that's all from me right now. I don't want to cover everything else that everyone else has said already. I wish to thank you all for coming tonight and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much.
Please make some noise for Smash Bengali!
Oh my God. Sorry গোমাই আমার তোরা সময় লাগি গেছে স্টেজের মাঝে আইবার লাগি বুঝছনি মানুষে খায় রইরা হে বিসমিল্লাহ কইও বুঝছনি বিসমিল্লাহ কইতে ভুলিও না আল্লাহ ও মাই গোমাই আপনারা সবে খায়রানি মজা করিয়া খায়রা আমি তো আইছি গোমাই বুঝছনি ও there is very handsome man here. Ooh, what is your name?
My name is Jamal.
Jamal. I coming to you. Jamal, this is very important question if you want to get married. Do you have degree?
Yes.
What is your degree?
It's not engineering, it's history.
Oh, no. This one not. Can you do doctor degree?
I don't like blood.
Oh, never mind, but thank you. Better luck next time. Maybe one day you can get caramel girl. One, kita hoitam buchoni. Shahin, khaiso isoni tumi. Oba khaiso na?
না
Kita dieting korraini. Oba khaiso na?
কিছু ডায়েটিং করা লাগে
তুমি তো মাসকাল ম্যান বুঝছো নি দেখি তোমার মাসেল
মাসল নাই
ইয়ামা তে না দিয়া
জি
তুমি তো আমার ফুরুমুরু লক্ষ্মী গো তোমার কোনো ডর নেই তুমি যে সময় বয়স হইলে তোমার দরিলাও খারাপ লাগবো কোনো জিনিস
আমার একটু ভয় লাগে যে যখন আমার বয়স হয় যদি আমি হাঁটতে না পারি
ও ঠিক আছে তোমার জামাইয়া তোমারে তুললে নিব না
থ্যাংক ইউ
জানো নি আমার জামাইয়ের কিতা ডর আমার জামাইয়ের ডর হইছে গিয়া বুড়া হইলে চুল নুফরি যাব আমি কইছি চিন্তা করিস না তোর শ্যাম্পুর মাঝে পয়সা বাঁচবো মিয়া Thank you everyone from BBCA.
Thank you so much, ladies and gents. Smash Bengali, huge round of applause, please. Please give a huge round of applause for Rana Khan.
মনটাই আমার খরলাই সুরি মিশলো না তুমি সারা এখন আমি কিছু বুঝি না তোমার প্রেমে আমি পুরা হইছি দেওয়ানা তোমায় না দেখলে আমি ওই যাই বেফানা ও লালো না একটু কাছে আয় না করিস না বাহানা আমি তোর দিওয়ানা ও লালো না দিবানা ঝুমকা দিমু টিকলি দিমু থাকলে তুমি রাজি তোমার আমার ভালোবাসা 100 ভাগ খাটি লক্ষ্মী ময়না টিয়া পাখি ডাকমো দূর করি রাখমো তোমায় যতন করি বুকে আগলে ধরি ঝুমকা দিমু টিকলি দিমু থাকলে তুমি রাজি তোমার আমার ভালোবাসা 100 ভাগ খাটি লক্ষ্মী ময়না টিয়া পাখি ডাকমো দূর করি রাখমো তোমায় যতন করি বুকে আগলে ধরি ও ললো না ললো না একটু কাছে আয় না করিস না বাহানা আমি তোর দিবানা ও ললো না ললো না একটু কাছে আয় না করিস না বাহানা আমি তোর দিবানা আমার করলাই সুরি মিস ললো না তুমি সারা এখন আমি কিছু বুঝি না তোমার প্রেমে আমি পুরা হইছি দেওয়ানা তোমায় না দেখলে আমি হই যাই বেফানা ও ললো না একটু কাছে আয় না করিস না বাহানা আমি তোর দিবানা
Such a pleasure to be back here, to be a part of the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association Awards Night and, of course, the annual dinner.
What Bangladesh and Bengalis do best. Fantastic curry, fantastic company, fantastic community, fantastic night.
Our next guest speaker. So if I could kindly ask everybody to put their hands together and please call upon the stage none other than Andre Walker, please, from TV.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to tell you something that's going to really, really upset you.
my Bengali's no good, so I'm going to have to do this speech in English. And I apologise to all of you for that. I want to say to you that tonight you have seen members of the media, members of Parliament, members of the House of Lords, councillors and community leaders come together. And I will say that the reason we have done that is not because we just like your curry, although we do. At the heart of every town, of every village, of every city of the United Kingdom is a Bengali restaurant. You are Britain, we are you, and I want to thank you for everything that you do for our community every single day and night. Today we saw a memorial for men who had stood up and opened their restaurants in the face of COVID and died as a result. I say once again to you, thank you for supporting this community, this country, this society, up and down the breadth of the land, from Dundee to Carlisle and right across from either side. We are going to now stand with one voice, whether it be in the media, whether it be in the House of Commons, whether it be in the House of Lords, whether it be at Talk TV or indeed Channel S, and we are going to say, this community is worth defending. This society is worth defending. You are worth defending. You are us. I'm proud to be here. Thank you very much.
চন্দ্র সূর্য বান্ধা রাখছে মায়েরই আগা দূরবীনে দেখিয়া পথ মাঝি মাল্লায় ঝিলমিল ঝিলমিল করে রে ময়ূর পঙ্খী না ঝিলমিল ঝিলমিল করে রে ময়ূর পঙ্খী মিস্তরি নাও বাহানাইলো কোন মিস্তরি নাও বাহানাইলো কেমন দেখা যায় ওরে ঝিলমিল ঝিলমিল করে রে ময়ূর পঙ্খী নাই ঝিলমিল ঝিলমিল করে রে ময়ূর পঙ্খী
charity partners are the Queen's Commonwealth charity. So please, please, please donate generously. We have a short video.
We sometimes think the world's problems are so big that we can do little to help.
When people face a challenge,
they sometimes talk about taking a deep breath
to find courage or strength. In fact, the word inspire literally means to breathe in.
On our own, we cannot end wars or wipe out injustice.
But the cumulative impact
of thousands of small acts of goodness can be bigger than we imagine.
We need you, the international community.
We refuse to be victims of a situation that leads us to question our own passion, our own talent, and the reason for our existence itself.
The very interesting thing about listening to all of you is how much teamwork matters. And I think with the Commonwealth Trust, it's obviously very, very important.
Can we now welcome onto the stage Chief of Philanthropy of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust, Sadia Sheikh.
Thank you so much again for your warm welcome. My name is Sadia and I'm the Director of Philanthropy and Partnerships at the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. On behalf of QCT, we are absolutely delighted and honored to be here tonight as BBCA's nominated charity for the evening. This has been an odd year for us in some respects. When we partook in Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee activities earlier this year, little did we know that in some way it would serve as a send-off to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. But we derive some solace in knowing that we at QCT are continuing her legacy and working to perpetuate her values for future generations. And we have currently shortlisted 2 female-led Bangladeshi organizations, including Grow Your Reader Foundation, which promotes quality education for disadvantaged children and has created 28 mobile libraries with 8,500 readers across the country. Your donations can help us support initiatives like this in the future.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Boateng and I'm the founder and director of Idea Enterprise and a Queen's Commonwealth Trust Young Leader. QCT has been instrumental in helping us grow as an organization. We've just started a production house supporting women in these communities to earn an income to be able to make sure that their girls can have equal access to a quality education. Your support to QCT tonight will help young leaders that look like me to be able to make a change in their community. Thank you.
সোনা বন্ধু তুই আমারে করলি রে দিওয়ানা মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না সোনা বন্ধু তুই আমারে করলি রে দিওয়ানা মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না এটা জানি হবে সবাই সাথে সোনা বন্ধুরে মনিগুণ সোনা বন্ধুরে মনিগুণ জল দিলে নিভে না আগুন সোনা বন্ধুর এমনই গুণ সোনা বন্ধুর এমনই গুণ জল দিলে নিভে না আগুন কি দিয়ে নেভাবো আগুন কি দিয়ে নেভাবো আগুন আমায় একটু বলো না মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না সোনা বন্ধুর প্রেমের তরি সোনা বন্ধুর প্রেমের তরি চালায় তারে কেমন করি সোনা বন্ধুর প্রেমের তরি সোনা বন্ধুর প্রেমের তরি চালায় তারে কেমন করি পালতুলিয়া বৈশা রইলা পালতুলিয়া বৈশা রইলাম মাঝির দেখা পাইলাম না মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না সোনা বন্ধু তুই আমারে করলি রে দিওয়ানা মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না মনে তো মানে না দিলে তো বোঝে না
Let's have our final speaker on stage.
Our final speaker for this evening, the Organising Secretary of the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association, Shahriar Ahmed Shumon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good evening to you all. I'm glad we started on time and we finishing it on time. So it gives me an immense pleasure to stand here in front of all these important people to give the vote of thanks for my beloved organization, BBCA. I, on behalf of BBCA, extend my thanks to all our distinguished guests, dignitaries, all sponsors, and especially the BBCA family for being present at our event. I also extend my gratitude to our chief guests, speakers who spared their time from very busy schedule to be here to grace our occasion. I would like to say a huge thank you to our beautiful presenter Nadia Ali and Shaheen Bai to presenting our event tonight. I'm also sure everyone enjoyed the entertainment. So I would like to thank our talented singers, dancers, comedians, and especially the backroom staff. Lastly but not least, I would like to thank all our president, secretary, treasurers, and the people who are behind the scene worked really, really hard to make this event possible today. A big thank you goes to our event organizer, Shohana Ahmed. A very special thanks to her. Thank you very much, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
অল দ্য বেস্ট অফ লাক টু বিবিসিএ। এই অ্যানুয়াল ডিনারগুলো এবং বিবিসিএ যে প্ল্যাটফর্মটা তৈরি করেছে ওখানে নেক্সট জেনারেশন এবং ইয়াং জেনারেশনকে ইনসেন্টিভাইজ করছে যে ভবিষ্যতে কারি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি যেটা আমাদের কমিউনিটির ব্যাকবোন তাকে আরও সামনে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাওয়া। আপনি দেখবেন যে বিবিসিএ কিন্তু একটা রিলেটিভলি ইয়াং অর্গানাইজেশন, এদের মেম্বারশিপে কিন্তু রিলেটিভলি ইয়াং। ইউ ক্যান সি দ্য সেক্রেটারি জেনারেল নেক্সট টু মি, ইয়াং ফেলা, অ্যান্ড সো ইজ দিস president, and most of the members they're probably in their 30s and 40s. So I think this is the prime time for a person to take leadership, and they are taking leadership. BBCA High Commissioner হিসাবে আমি কন্টিনিউসলি ভয়েস করে যাব তাদের এই কনসার্নগুলো এবং তাদের ডিমান্ডগুলো।
A real pleasure to be here at the BBCA dinner. As an organisation, it's made a strong case for such an important industry for the UK, and there is a lot that the government needs to listen to, and there's a lot that could change to make things better and easier to, after a period that's been difficult for all of business, I'm confident that this community, this part of the business community in particular, will continue to thrive and be successful. It's seen through so many difficult challenges already. It has a bright future ahead of it.
Second annual dinner, it was a pleasure to have a representation from the House of Lords, members of Parliament, distinguished guests from all across the country, where we celebrate us coming together and raising our concerns of the industry. As you all know, it's been a challenging year and we face many challenges. So we raised our concerns and we hope to find a solution as collectively as a catering organisation.
We're grateful to the Lords, councillors, Member of Parliaments to attend this, and above all our BBCA's members. What we are doing here is not handing out awards. We are doing a networking get together. They work so hard all year round. They deserve a night out where they can enjoy. We are attracting young people to join our BBCA, and as you can see all over, most people are young in our organization.
We at the BBCA, as you probably noticed from our evening today, there's a lot of energy, and that all comes from a lot of the younger members aspiring to take the restaurant and especially the curry industry to another level. So it's been absolutely inspirational to have everyone here, and hopefully everyone's had a really, really good time.
I'm really proud to be here today, Jebel, and I'll tell you the reason. Because this community has done so much for Britain. Every single town, village and city in this country, the heart of it is their local Indian restaurant. And we forget that there are thousands, tens of thousands of people who make that happen every single day. What Bangladesh and Bengalis do best. Fantastic curry, fantastic company, fantastic community, fantastic night.
Very proud to be here. I'm very delighted to attend this second annual dinner BBCA, and I believe this organization was established about 8 years ago and serving the catering industry. And I think tonight's event, I'm expecting, to focus on the problems we are facing in the catering industry.
I know BBCA and the leaders who are in the hierarchy of this organization so well, and they are so well organized, they are so well spoken, well educated, that they are doing so good for the community and for the catering sector. And I feel honored and privileged to attend in any event organized by this BBC. So today I'm feeling so high.
Such a pleasure to be back here, to be a part of the British Bangladeshi Caterers Association Awards Night and of course the annual dinner.
What Bangladesh and Bengalis do best. Fantastic curry, fantastic company, fantastic community, fantastic night.